All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to those apostles of Great Millstone who told us truth and rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to Akim out there, scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth. That's serving the truth, doctrine, and sincerity. To I say Shalom. This has been Nabala coming to another video in the spirit. And this is going to be a public service announcement as far as GMS Somalia is not affiliated with GMS, okay? And this has been a decree from our apostles, to do a video regarding this situation. On the brother's video, I believe is GMS Australia. You had this what you call it? A comment on the brother's video, and it had the handle GMS Somalia, but it said some folly. It said some folly on there. It said something that we don't condone nor we about here in Great Millstone. So brothers been speaking on it, and ultimately brothers came to the conclusion that it can be a spy. And we understand, being a part of this ministry, that have sent spies, among, the camps, to what? Ultimately to try to persecute us, to try to make it seem like we're pushing a message that we're not really pushing, just so they can have something to come up against us with. And it's the same thing that they did to Yahweh Shai. I'm going to grab this real quick. This is Luke 20 and 19. I'm going to start at 19. It says, and the chief priest and the scribes the same hour sought to lay hands on him. Now him is talking about Yahweh Shai. It says, and they feared the people, for they perceived that he had spoken this parable against them. And they watched him and sent for spies which should feign themselves just men, that they might take hold of his words, that so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor. Yeah. So it's the same thing they did to Yahushua. Yahushua used to cuss out the Pharisees and the scribes all the time. He used to get into them all the time, speak parables against them, and they used to get offended, and they, like I said, they wanted to lay hands on them. They wanted to persecute Yahweh Shai. So what did they do? They sent for spies. And how did they do that? They sent for spies to make it seem like they was just men, men that was there to truly hear the word, because Yahweh Shai did have a lot of people who followed him. Okay. So they sent spies amongst Yahweh Shai, to listen to him and try to, listen to what he was saying and try to, wait for him to slip up, which Yahweh Shai knew that there were spies amongst him, but try to see if he was going to slip up so then they can have something to use against him, when they if they was able to, which they did eventually later down the road, but which if they was able to at that time to, lay hands on them and take them up in front of the governors and try to say he said this and say that, which they still did to him anyway when it was time for him to go through what he had to go through. They lied on him, saying that he said this and he said that, twisting his words up. But that's the same thing they're trying to do to us in these times as well, But Yahushua spoke of these things. Say that we no servant is greater than the master. We're going to have to go through the same thing some of the same things that he went through. Okay. So that's, the scripture said there's nothing new under the sun, So these are the same tactics that they used on Yahushua that they're trying to use on us, but we have been warned of these things. How we've been warned through these things? Through the scriptures. So we can identify when these things happen. We know exactly what's going on, okay? Because us in GMS, we're not gonna go on no brother's platform and say nothing outrageously. We go on the brother's platform and we watching a video. Only thing you're gonna see us do is post scriptures. and agree with what they saying, we're not gonna say nothing crazy. So that's how you know that these handles that have GMS or anything on them concerning Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but saying something outrageous, they're just spies, okay, or they're just bug outs, okay. But they're trying to basically have the ministry find the reasons for the ministry to be blamed. So I'm gonna grab this. This is 2 Corinthians 6:3. It says, "Give no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed." Yeah. Okay, and that's one of the main things you don't do, because we know that our videos on the YouTube are constantly being watched. They already monitor what we're saying. They already flagging brothers' channels and videos and stuff like that for saying something minor, I should say. It's certain things we can't say that's not even crazy, that they'll take a video down or strike a brother's page. Okay, so we understand when these whoever it is, because I know the Elder Menachus out by South Carolina, he's saying that he believes it's AI, but whoever it is, we understand when we see these things, we understand what the tactic is behind it. Trying to make it the ministry to be blamed. That's why we out here, when we doing our videos, we make sure that we watch what we say. Even when we put our titles in there, watch how we word our titles. Certain words, can cause it to be flagged. And then even in our, our everyday life, how we conducting ourselves. We're doing things where things won't come back and fall on the ministry, because we are behind enemy lines, and they're trying to find anything that they can use to try to come up against us and to blame us or something, to make us look bad in front of the eyes of the world, and that time is coming. Brothers talk about persecution, that, the scriptures talk about persecution. That time is coming where they're gonna say that we said things or did things that we didn't do or didn't say. But that's all part of this ministry, and that's a testing of our faith. So let me grab this. This is 1 John 4:1. It says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are going out in the world." Yeah. So we don't believe every spirit, and that's something that, as a newcomer in, it may take you some time, but as you become more seasoned in this thing, you majority of the time, if a brother have a GMS handle on it, they're most likely GMS. But even if you do see a brother with a GMS handle, you should tap on it, tap on their page and go check them out. Just don't just always, but it got GMS. Check them out. See, they subscriptions. So you don't gotta do that for every brother. But if you're gonna be subscribed to a brother, or you're on a brother's live stream and you see something post that's kind of iffy to you, go check it out. You don't just automatically just believe everything that a brother says, or just because you see GMS, be like, okay. And even if you don't, even they don't have a GMS handle by them, but they're you be on a live stream, you constantly see them commenting or posting scriptures, check them out. If it's on your spirit to do that, because that's how you try the spirit by the spirit. You see what they're really about. You see, you can check out who they subscribe to, see who they watching. That's another way how you can, just be on the alert. Because we're watchmen. We gotta be on the alert. We gotta be looking at things, watching things. So when things like this happen, as a watchman, what do? We sound the alarm. Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're sounding the alarm on this GMS Somalia page, letting the flock know that they're not affiliated with us. So this won't be a stumbling block, you know? And also just to put that out there, you know, because this is all ammunition. Look, you can, another camp runner and see this. So see, look at them GMS people about, look what they over there teaching and pushing, or these wacky taking Christians or vocab run up and see it. Oh, look, see, we told you they're a hate group or this, that, and the third. So we just have to make it clear, you know, that GMS Somalia and other handles and other not handles but other pages, you know, that say crazy stuff like that was said, we are not affiliated with. So let me grab this. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah. And E using spies, because they're set up by E using spies is one of his devices that he tries to use. But we're not ignorant. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know? We know he's gonna try wacky tacky stuff like this, because what? We're in the end, you know? And his kingdom is on a downfall. So he's gonna try little stunts like this, you know, for the newcomers and for the masses, you know, and to try to, you know, like I said earlier, to try to blame us, you know, try to persecute us, you know. But there's nothing you can do against this truth. There's nothing you can do against this word. The word has gone out. It's gone out. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's spreading. Okay? You know? Like the scripture said, there's nothing you can do against the truth but for the truth. So whatever he thinking he's doing is not hurting the truth. It most likely is helping it. Because the apostles put this decree out for brothers to do a video about this. Now what? Now YouTube is being flooded with this information. You know? So it's all beneficial for the truth at the end of the day. So I'm gonna grab this last scripture and I'm gonna close out. This is Matthew 24:24. It says, For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Yeah, and that's the point. Things like this is not going to be able to deceive the elect, man. You know, the elect is going to be able to see right through this stuff and understand, you know, the tactics that he's trying to use. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, it's not going to work, E. It's not going to work, you know. But let's put it out there once again, that GMS Somalia, and I think it was another handle. I think it was terrorists for Yahweh Shai Shem Yahweh Shai. I think it was at the handle, if I'm not mistaken. But we're not affiliated with none of those. So, Lord, when this video is edifying, I'm going to close out by giving our praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Shalom.